Welcome to News from Down Home. I'm actually in October 7th, 1913, and I wanted to present to you today the Democratic ticket that's going to be in the upcoming election and for the county. So let's go over who these people are. The clerk of the circuit court will be Stephen Frank DeShiel of Princess Anne. For sheriff, Elwood Sterling of Crisfield. For County Treasurer, Edward B. Langford of the Dublin District. For County Commissioner, Thomas J. Webb of Crisfield. And for the House of Delegates, Charles A. Lockerman of Crisfield, Libran Thomas of Deals Island, John W. West of the Dublin District, and for County Surveyor, Gordon T. Welton of Crisfield. Okay, now we were doing that. That was from the Marylander and Herald of that date. And now we were also looking at some buildings in Princess Anne. Now, yesterday, when we talked about the Metropolitan United Methodist Church, well, the last time I did a video. Um, Today, I want to talk about the Washington Hotel, which is a place I really like. That's 11784 Somerset Avenue. Now, the Washington Hotel um, is been around for a long time. It's been in the town's inn for over 200 years. It was known simply as the Tavern until 1857, when it took on the name of George Washington, not for any historic tie to the first president. Stagecoaches departed for the 2-day journey to the big city every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. When the railroad arrived, the hotel's horse and carriage would collect visitors at the train station. Inside, travelers found a grand double staircase, one side for the ladies, one for the gents. In case of non-gentlemen ascended the staircase, it was petitioned to prevent any unplanned glances at the women as they lifted their skirts to negotiate the stairs. The men's staircase also sported a double handrail, the better to grasp on those evenings when one spent longer in the saloon than intended. Now, I've stayed there like every year, just about during reunions and things like that. Mrs. Dorsey used to own it. It's owned by somebody else now who also owns a bed and breakfast out in the country on the water that I've stayed at, and I really enjoyed staying there. Now, sometimes you have a little difficulties with things not having the luxuries you're used to maybe in other places, but it really means a lot to me. In fact, Mrs. Dorsey, we would come back, maybe not having been there for a year. My wife and I would come back, and she would know us. Of course, there's lots of Wittisons there. She would know us. She would say, "Do you want your old room?" And I would be always be amazed at that. How do you remember that? So anyway, that's the Washington Hotel, and I thank you for watching this version of Down Home News from Down Home.